Hey guys, and welcome back to the General Admission Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Seb, Joe, and Archer.
Hello.
What round is it this round? I always forget.
Round 15.
Round 15. Jeez, already we've crossed the halfway mark into the season.
Podcast is booming.
Exactly.
120,000 views and counting on our TikTok.
Exactly. And we got another one on 70,000 as well.
Yep,
Something about that.
70,000.
So we're making our way up in the world.
Big moves.
So let's just get right into round 15.
Yep.
The first game was Titans beating the Tigers, beating our Tigers, Seb, 28-12. This wasn't the Tigers I've seen in the past, 6 odd weeks or something. Since we beat the Panthers, it sent a shockwave of confidence throughout our camp that, we've been every game, win or lose since then. I felt we've played well for majority of the game. Like even that Rabbitohs one that we lost, we played
Oh yeah, I was really happy
well
with
for
that
most
still.
of it. But this was just back to the Tigers of the start of the year.
It was, but I don't think there was a few standout players that played very badly. So obviously Tommy Talau and Brendan Wakeham.
Yeah.
Wakeham and Talau were standouts for being really bad. But I wasn't even that upset with the team. Coruscant going out early was killer.
Yeah.
And the Titans
is not the same.
There was just no creativity. And the Titans were on our line. Repeat set. Man, they could just grub it over and over again and got so many repeat sets. There's not many clubs in the comp who are going to survive that.
With what you just said with creativity, I think when Coruscant went off, the way we play is Coruscant is our chief organizer.
Yeah.
He picks whether we go left or right. He picks, what we do on the fourth and fifth play.
Yeah.
He kind of dictates the tempo.
Which used to be Dewey's job.
Used to be Dewey's job. And Coruscant, he's done that very well. So since Dewey's injury, and this is, I feel bad for saying this because I love Adam Dewey as a player and a person, but since he's been injured, we've played better footy, I think, because Coruscant has taken over.
Players have filled the gaps in the back.
Exactly.
Done a good job.
And Coruscant has taken control. But when Coruscant went off, Brooks was the controller, organizer. And this isn't a shot on Brooks, but we had to play differently to how we normally played, which was very unorganized, sloppy, last tackle options, the classic Tigers of the past 3-4 years.
And at the end of the day, Tino just
But
not even that, he played amazingly.
That was a game.
He had a brilliant game.
No, that's literally what I was about to say. He was like probably the man of the match.
He would have been.
Just so many key moments.
And Brimson.
And Brimson
what a
as
return.
well. That was his first game back.
Yeah.
That's right,
Killed us.
I thought it was Jaden Campbell who scored that try. And I'm like, is that Brimson?
Honestly, Brimson was going for a Queensland jersey that game.
100%.
He did, man.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah.
But yeah, between the error count and Coruscant and Brooks eventually later. And then when Brooks went off, oh God, the creativity. It was Wakeham alone in the halves and he didn't have a clue what was going on.
And he was done.
Who filled in?
That's what my dad was trying to figure out. I think we just threw like a lock in there, just like 12 go in there and Bolle, just go and just help out Wakeham, We literally had no utility because Simpkin had to fill in Coruscant. Yeah. So Coruscant out for 6 weeks.
6 to 8.
They're saying 6 to 8 and Brooks 4 to 6. So any chance of Tigers season being alive prior to this game, especially if I think if we beat the Raiders last week, I definitely think this is gonna sound crazy. I definitely think we were in contention for a top 8 spot. We were on an upwards trajectory. Yeah. If we beat the Raiders, beating a top 8 team.
Before last week, 16 of the 17 teams were in it. I think everyone bar the Dragons. I do honestly believe the Cowboys are done now.
And now, I think after this round, Cowboys, Tigers, Dragons.
Yeah, that's probably
and Roosters, Bulldogs. I'm saying those 5 teams. I'm counting the Roosters.
Cowboys just pumped the Storm though.
I know,
but then they just got pumped this round, didn't they?
No, they had a bye.
Oh, they had a bye.
Oh yeah, why did I think they got pumped?
Yeah.
I think Cowboys.
Who was I thinking? Who else got pumped this week?
Dogs did.
Dolphins.
Sharks.
Which we're about to get into. I just want to say one more thing on the Tigers. Luke Brooks rejecting a 2-year contract extension. He's currently on $1 million, something around that, and this contract extension was $500,000 a year, so a half of his current contract. He's rejected it, which isn't to say that he will re-sign. It's just that he's not accepting these.
And unfortunately for Brooksy, that's probably around what he's worth.
But
I'd say you could push 600, which I'm sure the Tigers
Yeah.
were leaving in.
But he could
for
definitely get better.
negotiation.
He could definitely a team like the Raiders who are
Yeah.
losing a half, who will need to, who have so much.
I don't
cap
see the
space.
Raiders paying much more than 600.
But
There's
more
no
than
point.
five, more than what the Tigers are offering, 500.
Yeah.
But I do think the Tigers will come back with an improved offer.
Yeah.
Maybe 650, something like
Yeah.
that, 700.
Yeah, and it's
Is-
tough for him because when we paid him that money, he was the sole loyal player. We signed him for 5 years.
I mean, okay, this whole thing about he was a sole loyal player is a bit crap.
But that's
Like,
why we
he-
paid him
like-
so much.
Like he was the one that stayed, but he got paid a bag that no one else would have given him.
Yeah,
So like,
but it was all potential.
All the other players, Woodsy, captain of the team,
Yeah.
Australia, New Zealand, New South Wales.
You don't wanna-
he
you don't-
could get a good contract. Tedesco and Moses obviously were worthy of $1 million
Yeah.
around that. Brooks wasn't, and the
But
Tigers offered him that.
I don't think we knew that at the time. Tedesco
Yeah.
was leagues clear, but Moses and Brooks,
they were neck and neck.
They
Yeah.
were neck and neck.
Woods was, I think, because Woods was playing Origin
Woods
at that
was,
point.
yeah.
Moses wasn't.
Tedesco
Moses-
played New South Wales that year.
Yeah,
He played his
but
first year in New
Moses,
South Wales.
Moses hadn't peaked yet. Moses would just looked good at the Tigers.
Yeah, with Brooks, like they
Yeah.
equal, like you could have taken one or the other at that point in time.
Mm.
We like Brooks was a very big signing,
Of course, yeah,
a lot of potential. Same didn't pay off.
Nice.
I wish him all the best though.
yeah.
He'll be one player I'll be rooting for.
I hope he goes.
matter
What I
where he
said
goes.
to you the
I
other
could see
day.
him-
I hope Brooks goes to England and wins.
Yeah.
I,
There
I,
it is.
I, I could see him having good impact on the Bunnies, honestly.
Bro, you cannot afford Luke Brooks, and why would you pay for Luke Brooks?
I think it.
What to replace Ilias? If Luke Brooks accepts like a
White will just do
500,000,
that, no?
Whiten
No,
at centre.
eventually.
You can't have Cody Walker and Jack White in the
Yeah,
halves.
you're
They're
right,
two
you're right,
sixes,
yeah,
you know.
No,
You need to-
Wyden will play in the halves when Walker's
Walker
contract
retires.
Yeah, of
expires,
course.
and Walker will either retire
Yeah.
or walk.
Yeah.
Anyways, we spoke about the Tigers enough. Let's move on to the Raiders versus Warriors. Warriors spoiling Croker's 300th game. The irony.
And I think that kind of seals the deal on Raiders ever making
Yeah.
the top 8 this year. If
Can
you
I
like
just-
that,
You'd like that, yeah?
Can I just say the irony of Raiders resting Croker
Yeah.
to play his 300th at home? He would have won his 300th if he played
Mhm.
against the Tigers, but they wanted to have it at home against a harder team, and Warriors certainly punished them. Sean Johnson, phenomenal player. That last try was one of the funniest tries I've seen
Oh, it
in
was-
the NRL.
bro, it was
and the way
crazy.
he just caught it and was like laughing
Yeah.
as he put it
It
down.
was BM.
was
It was
just,
BM, but
He emoted
It was,
on
he
the
literally
end, bro.
emoted. Yeah, he literally emoted.
I
As
thought
he put the game down.
Tyler
Yeah.
Harris was very good as well.
was
For
very
the
good.
Warriors, I think. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Warriors are very solid.
tell me,
team,
Joe,
so-
what went wrong from a Raiders perspective?
What went right? I think the most telling bit is the first 40 minutes. Like,
Very
It's-
very slow start to the game.
yeah, well, we had all the ball. I think we had like 60% of the ball at halftime. We were completing high. Tarpany and Papali, they had a huge first half. They were all over them, and they just didn't do anything with that ball. Credit to the Warriors, their defense held rock solid, but this will always be the problem with the Raiders currently.
Yeah.
They don't
the
have
warning
they,
signs were there last week.
they don't have the strike out wide of other teams, so they're going to be stuck playing through the middle. And admittedly, it's a very, very good forward back to play through the middle with.
Yeah.
Tarpany, Horsburgh, Hudson Young. It's a very good forward back, but we need to score tries out wide at some point. And like the only person that back line, I'm like, oh, maybe you're a little bit scary, is Matt Tomoka. So
Warriors spent 20 total minutes of having a man down
No,
in the
they-
bin. Yeah, they had two sin bins.
yeah, the
One of them
second one
was-
was
yeah.
a minute to go.
It was right at the end.
Oh, was it right at the end? I thought it was a bit. I thought it was like a. Okay, well they had two sin bins and they scored 2 tries compared to Raiders 1. So I think that first sin bin really showed that it was 6-0 and Raiders had it. That
Yeah,
first.
it's
sin.
never,
I
it's
thought it
never
was
a
gonna be
good
all
sign
Raiders.
when
so
you're
yeah.
being scored on.
Yeah.
But that's the trend. That's the trend.
I know
Is
it's
to
a
be
trend,
scored
but
by the team of 12.
Yeah.
So-
Just soft tries, man.
didn't happen to the Tigers.
Who won the game?
Anyway,
Who deserved to win the game?
who played next?
I mean,
Not the team who didn't score against 13 men.
Yeah.
fair enough. All right, we'll move on. Manly demolishing the Dolphins 58-12. I really
man.
didn't expect this. So I was the only one who picked Manly. I went for my first ever pod play.
Did I not pick Manly?
No, you all picked Dolphins.
I picked Manly.
No, you picked
I-
Dolphins.
I thought I picked
I've
Manly
done
as
the.
well.
I thought I picked
Yeah,
Manly as
because
well.
I was 2 out of 3 in the first 3 picks.
Oh,
and
sorry,
two-
no, that's what I meant. You guys all picked Manly, I picked Dolphins.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
that's what I meant. Sorry,
Waffle.
that's what it's not a waffle. I just got it mixed around. I went for a pod play,
Yeah.
and I really got I was nowhere near 58.
Couple of pods this week didn't work out for some people.
Yeah, Arch had a few pods.
Yeah.
Well, I just put like half the most of the games for pods. I don't know why.
I'm always gonna lose because I always hit the Tigers. So
The only
I
saving
took the
grace.
Tigers as well last week.
Can I say the only saving grace for Dolphins here was Hammer had a good game. You know,
He did.
he played well for Queensland, and I think he's only thinking about Queensland at the moment.
I do also think Hammer mainly scored tries because Manly just did not care about defending. They were just trying to pile on
Yeah,
as many
for and
points.
against.
Like
Turbo
that last
really,
Hammer
yeah.
try was just like Manly basically escorted him
And Turbo looks good going into the Blues
Yep.
game next week.
in. Yep.
We really need, as Blues fans, we really need him to step up with the absence of key players such as Nathan Cleary and Coruscant. A big name like
Liam
Turbo,
Marner, no, he's gonna be back.
yeah, we really need Turbo to step up. But 58-12, you can look at the scoreline and gauge what happened without even watching the game.
Mhm.
So there's not much to say here. So let's move on to the Dragons with a huge upset against the Rabbitohs, against Archer's Rabbitohs, 36-30. We saw a version of the Dragons we have not seen this year, just attacking and defending well, just doing everything right.
They still conceded 30 points.
Well, okay, they conceded three
alright.
tries in 3 minutes.
No.
For up until the 77th minute, it was 36-14.
What's
So I just want to say before the Rabbits fans.
So what? Sorry, but I just want to say, what do you think about teams who concede 3 tries in 3 minutes? What do you think about their?
We didn't.
Was it 4 or 5?
Who?
How many? We scored 3 tries on you in 3 minutes.
No, it wasn't 3 minutes.
It
It was 3 sets in a row.
was about okay, but
That's-
it was 4 minutes. Oh, it was 5 minutes. It's the same thing. We scored 3 tries in
Same.
very short amount of time, and go actually check.
Yeah, no, I'm curious now. A
3 minutes.
8-minute period.
No.
Wait, I can't do math. 6-minute period.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, they're the goals.
Okay, yeah. So
Bro.
3 tries in a few minutes. That didn't dictate. This was just a Dragons dominated game. I think. What did you say, Arch?
I thought it wasn't dominated the whole game in my opinion. I think like we did well for what we had. I mean, if you put Dean Hawkins and Ilias in a team playing, those two are playing without Trell and without.
You still lost to
Murray.
the Dragons.
Yeah.
I
It's the
don't.
worst team.
I
in the
think scoring
competition.
30.
Like you may be missing those like 4 players. Dragons have Ben Hunt of that caliber in their team anyway.
Yeah, it
Like,
doesn't make up for the defense. I can
Yeah.
understand the attack.
And if
being
you're a
poor.
premiership winning team, 3 players shouldn't be if you can
Oh,
win a
well,
comp or lose to
I can
the
tell,
Wooden Spoons.
I can tell you this: the only reason we lost that game is not because of coaching, but I think that injuries are really catching up on our side. I'm gonna say it now because you can our team is so reliant on Latrell Mitchell and Cody Walker, right? And Cam Murray. Cam Murray especially. When Cam Murray drops out of that Rabbitohs side, they leak in points. I'm just saying it's not only his overall play. I feel like just as a defensive unit with Cam Murray on the field, it's a lot more solid, and that's why we saw us leak in 36 points. However, I think considering the players we had out, we did extremely well in terms of attacking. Even if you want to bring up the 3 tries in 3 minutes, it still happened. You know what I mean? They still leaked in 3 tries at the very
Well,
end.
it's the way you want to look at it because I think that Dragons just got complacent for those last 3 minutes. I think that those 3 tries and those last 3 minutes don't reflect the whole.
No,
the whole
and
game.
I wouldn't even
It
say
was Dragons just getting complacent. Look, boys, we're up.
But they're also a bad team who can let momentum
Yeah.
switch like that.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, though, yeah, that scoreline doesn't represent that
yeah.
game.
Over the 76 minutes.
Well,
it-
I thought up until the very back end of the game that it was fairly going back and forth in my opinion.
yeah, it was going back and
So
forth. It was 18-14, something like that.
So as a whole, I would actually say that score line is more similar to if it ended 36-18 because it was a bit of a tug of war at points, more majority than them dominating. So I feel like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, if we ran that back with maybe just 12 or just Cam Murray, I think would have had a different result, but regardless.
Well, we do know Rabbitohs are one of the best attacking teams in the comp, as they've been the last few years. But 36 points to the Dragons, I just think...
I think this game shows that Alex Johnson without good ball is about as useless as a plank, as about as
And
useful
he
as
would
a plank
admit that. He would admit that.
Like that, jeez.
I
He
thought-
doesn't get
Well, he's a
ball.
poacher.
I thought Isaiah Tass was worse. I thought he was woeful that game.
Well, not even saying Alex Johnson's bad. It's
He's-
just that's his play.
That's his
style.
play.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like he's not always going to have Cody Walker and Latrell Mitchell giving him the perfect ball.
No.
Yeah.
So it's just,
Yeah.
He does for now.
for anyone ever calling him to be picked in Origin.
Let's move on to the Broncos just narrowing a comeback win against the Knights, 24-20. Yeah. Do you think that this game is enough for Adam Reynolds to even be in the contention?
I'd
for a
pick him
blue
over
jersey?
Moses.
You'd
So
pick
would
him
I.
over Moses,
Mm.
but is there anyone else?
Hines.
I think Hines is the play. Other than you say
It's-
Hines
it-
and Noai.
Okay, this is my order. Hines, Walker. Hines, Luai. Reynolds, Walker. Moses, Walker.
Fair enough.
I'm not picking Luai.
You're not picking
Unless
Hines
you
at the
pick-
6 at all?
Mm.
Because that's what Flavi's been saying for ages.
So
And
you're
if
saying
Cody Walker is out,
Hines and Moses.
yeah, or Hines and Reynolds or something along those lines. Because if Flavi's right, if Walker's out, then
I'm still, it's a bit too far down the line. Like that's 5th, 6th range. I really do like the Cody Walker, Reynolds, Latrell, Cook, Murray.
It's,
We were talking about friends last week. So.
yeah.
no, but I said I don't mind if Damien Cook doesn't play at hooker. I think it's just
You'd rather
Cody Walker
Robson?
and Hines.
Yeah.
I just think that's all I'd say.
Anyway, we find out tomorrow at 4:00.
Yeah.
But in terms of this game,
yeah.
in terms of this game, I just want to say it puts Broncos outright first.
Mm-hmm.
They're joint on points with Penrith right now, but
They have
Penrith have had 2 byes.
Yeah, they have
On
4
it-
points.
Broncos have won 11, then it's Penrith with 9 wins. So Broncos are 4 points clear after the byes.
I think what you're not talking about much is the fullback showdown. I thought that game was really entertaining, seeing Walsh and Ponga kind of battle for like dominance in the game. Considering a Queensland jersey is up the line.
Ponga had a good game here.
Early in the first half, Ponga, it might have been towards the end of the first half. Can't remember off the top of my head, but Ponga breaks the line from the 40-metre line, 2-on-1, and just absolutely snaps Reece Walsh in half with a step. I thought that was quite good. And then
Who won though?
Reece Walsh in the second half played very well and clapped back, but I thought that was really entertaining out of everything to watch. And that Ezra man flick pass, that wasn't actually him being fancy. He couldn't throw a normal ball to Reynolds there, so that flick pass was insane at the end of the game. But very entertaining game as a whole, and I feel like Knights fans should hold their head high considering it's the best team in the comp at the moment, and Broncos fans should be happy just to get a win.
Just to get the win,
Tough win, yeah.
And so what you just said there, entertaining game, unfortunately, that's where the entertaining footy ends for this round because we had 3 blowouts. Let's get into the first one.
I don't know. I enjoyed the Storm game.
You enjoyed the Storm game?
Yeah.
Well,
Seven and I were doing a little drinking game.
We'll get into... of course. Let's just... We'll go through it quickly. The Penrith dismantling the Roosters 30-6. What even is the Roosters? What is the Sydney Roosters?
I mean, it is.
They
Panthers,
don't.
but-
They have like a few injuries, but like this doesn't excuse this.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
awful.
we've had a similar amount of injuries, I'd say, on certain shows.
They-
You know,
It was
like
20,
they
it was
can't
28.
persevere
It was
through
28.
Their
nil.
injuries haven't even been that bad.
No.
Their core spine has been
Yeah.
there. Brandon Smith now's gone,
Yeah.
but
It's just the whole Sam Walker dropping. Like it's,
Oh.
they've just had so much uncertainty that they just.
They're pathetic. That's what, like, when you got buddy Gerald Hargreaves throwing water bottles at players,
Oh,
like
that
a
was funny.
spastic. Like,
That was
that,
funny.
that,
he was spraying water at Spencer
He
Liniu.
sprayed water at Spencer, and he's former at his
He's
sorry,
down-
I saw the
soon
Spencer
to
Lane
be
face.
teammate next year.
he's down
Thanks, Lane.
30-0 and he's throwing a bloody water bottle at a player. Like, you're going to be an absolute idiot.
And Leniu just stared him down.
I
Yeah.
saw the stare. That's the only thing I saw. I didn't realise.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, Lane, I don't think you're winning that fight, mate.
No.
No.
Oh, Spencer Lane was
I mean,
a
you
bad
got
man as well.
You can't act like a. you know, you got to stand up for yourself. But I wouldn't put money on Spencer Lennon.
Anyway, Panthers with no Cleary.
Yeah.
Get the
and
job done.
still, bro, imagine Cleary was there.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have been
It would have
60.
been even worse.
I
Exactly.
don't
been
know,
like
Jack
last time.
Cogger could be better than Cleary.
Jack Cogger.
Yeah.
Yeah. we
No, don't.
Yeah, no, I was about to say we won't. Yeah, just for context, we know someone who is related to Jack Cogger.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, Seb and I do.
Oh.
So,
Alright.
yeah. Anyways,
No doxing.
yeah, no, I'm not doxing. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, but he did have a good game. I completely forgot he was back in the NRL. He just came from the Super League.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's move on. Melbourne dismantling the Sharks, 54-10. Like what?
Don't
on
ask me what happened in this game.
You don't ask me what happened in this game. I think you could be intoxicated.
I
or-
wasn't watching. I was lying on the grass
He
just
just-
while Joe told me to keep drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be intoxicated, not even watching. What on earth?
To be fair, look, going
Two
into
of us
this-
tipped the Sharks. Two
I know.
of us tipped the
Yeah,
Sharks.
Despite Sharks not having Bay in the top 8 game this year.
Moses and Hines, right? It is crazy how ridiculously far apart they were this week. In what is their final audition for Origin, you would say Hines was out and out favourite, but to be fair, this was a game where you're put under pressure, not Origin pressure, but pressure to play Origin. Moses iced it, and Hines went MIA. Not only MIA, but was making errors.
I feel like you might have to take into account the.
Bulldogs.
I mean, yeah, it is a slightly different two teams that the two halves are playing. However,
the pressure got to Moses.
sti-
Got to Hines.
still-
I think that's true.
50 whatever they scored is ridiculous. I mean, I didn't.
It's unacceptable.
I didn't think they were
54.
They
real
can't
deal.
win the premiership.
Yeah.
They
That's a
can't.
stat,
They're
yeah.
actually literally not allowed. If
Yeah.
if the Sharks win the premiership, the NRL's just
I-
nah. We're gonna take it off. you.
I
You're not
don't
allowed.
think they were.
But
the
neither
real
can
deal.
Melbourne.
Either can have Melbourne held 52.
No.
No, they haven't.
They got
haven't.
50.
No,
No,
last-
Cowboys were
48.
46.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
They didn't-
46.
they
Yeah.
didn't get to 50.
Oh.
So Tigers can win the premiership, but Sharks can't.
Raiders can't.
Raiders can't. Yeah.
I don't-
Dolphins can't. That's crazy.
There's so many teams that knocked
But
out. already.
Tigers can. Let's go.
Cowboys can't.
I didn't really think the Sharks were that anyway. Regardless, in my opinion.
I
Negative
thought they
or
were
I
at the
had
start
my
of the year.
doubts.
The start of the year, I thought they were, but the past couple of weeks have had some very questionable performances.
Like maybe.
That's like, as I said, they haven't been in top 8 team.
They need for them to.
If you want,
win.
if you want to,
No, they haven't been a top 5 team.
Top 14, but they're coming fifth right now. They're coming fifth. Oh, they've had a
They
bye.
had to
We're
have
still in
beaten
the
one
four.
of them.
We beat Raiders beat Sharks.
After the buys,
Oh my
so they're
God.
coming fifth, but after the buys, they'll be coming seventh.
They beat
So
Manly.
Yeah.
Did they?
Sharks beat Manly. Yeah, they did.
They did.
They did. But yeah, not much to say about that game. Just in awe, in real awe of what Melbourne can do. But the thing is, Melbourne just held 45 to the Cowboys last week, and then
Yeah.
dropped 54 on the Sharks, and that's what makes that's what I love about this year's comp. It's so unpredictable. It's a tipster's nightmare. So yeah. Anyways,
Say that again.
let's wrap up the round with.
You do it to yourself, mate.
Let's wrap up the round with another dead game. I'm sorry, but 34-12, Eels defeat the Bulldogs. This is just all Eels.
Parramatta had mercy, I reckon. I was expecting
Yeah,
50.
yeah.
They slowed down a little bit.
I will say this: Bulldogs are actually a really fun team to watch play.
They are.
Yeah,
Like they're not good at
The
football.
way they spread the ball.
They
yeah,
spread the
I've been
ball.
They
saying
spread the
this.
ball.
I've been saying this.
They're really
and
fun.
they lost the ball a couple times on first tackle. Like they have like a play on first tackle in front of the they get a 6 again or a penalty on the opposing try line, and they literally just try to spread it and score on
Yeah,
first tackle.
kind of like you guys in League Live.
It's entertaining to watch, but you're risking losing the ball on first tackle by
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But it is entertaining to watch. So from a neutral, I love watching it. But as a Bulldogs fan, Bulldogs coach, you're thinking, what are you guys doing? It's a first tackle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, at the end of the day, you're trying to win the comp, not the most entertaining play award.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, but they're
Self-
self-aware. They know they know they're not going to beat teams in
Yeah.
a head-to-head matchup. So they try
Also,
something different.
completely irrelevant, didn't matter at all. But we went to the bunker 4 times, I think, and I would say they had an 0 for 4 rating. They didn't get a single call right in the bunker.
Oh,
It didn't matter. Parramatta were clear,
Yeah.
but they had a try given. That first try wasn't a try.
Yeah.
but
They had their captain's challenge was lost stupidly. Then Bulldogs challenged, and I don't think they should have been given it.
And then the Clint
And then
Dawson,
the
the
Clint
clear
Dawson.
Seaver's try at the end. That
Pulling
was
it.
definitely a try.
I'll say this about the bunker. I feel like for the past few weeks, it's kind of been like a bit of a joke. Like,
That's what I'm like.
they've had some shocking
Oh,
decisions.
get rid of the
If you,
bunker.
if you
Because-
can't agree with one decision in an 80-minute football game, and neither did the commentators.
Like,
Like, it's not just me.
I picked up a few from this week where stuff should have been reviewed, where they looked on the replay and it's like, how have you not
Yeah.
checked that? Because that's not 100%.
Well, they check everything. That's the problem. They're checking everything and
Yeah.
they're not making the right calls.
Yeah, well, there you go. But, like, I just think, I don't know, maybe we need to get some replacements in the bunker because I feel like it's been a bit
Who's that? Who's
embarrassing at the moment.
Who's the 5'8" from Eels?
5'8"?
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
new guy.
who is it?
He was good.
Apsey?
Yeah, I don't remember, but he had a really
Yeah.
good
What's his
game.
name? Because no one will shut the fuck up about Moses.
Yeah,
I think he had almost just as good of a game as Moses.
he
did.
put in that first kick. No, he didn't have
Yeah.
justice.
He had a good game, and he's
Yeah,
also
really.
Moses kicked 3-1 to him.
Yeah.
So
and he's also
Moses would have kicked 3 goals for every one that.
yeah.
Not goals, just fifth and last option.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like you can't really compare them just because Moses is the captain.
Yeah, but like
you know,
Moses,
of the attack.
Moses didn't set up any tries and kicks, did he?
No,
Stats already beat. He already beat.
but he
him.
got quite a few. He got
On
quite a
Moses,
few.
like usually most of his assists.
Kick
come
the
He
from
got a
extra
lot of
goals,
6 against though.
Yeah, he's grubbed.
But he put Gutho through twice, made that massive line.
And that's his kicking game. That's why I think his kicking game might earn him a Blues jersey
Yeah.
because we need a half
Who
with a
can kick,
kicking
yeah.
game. Because with Cleary out,
Adam Reynolds,
you know,
twice
Well,
the player, but
he's also old though.
Doesn't matter.
Anyways,
hasn't stopped him.
Still, and twice the player is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, it's a
It's
stretch.
a bit of a stretch to say twice. the
Like
player.
they're both in the top tier of the kicking
Yeah,
kicking halves in the
course.
competition. So
It's a gamble. It's a gamble. It's just whoever's just get. There's three.
If
You
you
got
pick
three.
Moses-
I think it's going to be Moses.
If you pick Moses, you
From what
lose.
we're
If you
saying.
pick Reynolds, you win.
Alright. We're probably gonna end up talking about this later on
Yeah.
in the podcast. So we'll wrap up round 15
Yep.
and move on to sub 6 again.
on
So
my phone.
We're going to need your clock.
My clock.
Yeah.
5-second timer.
Is this a?
Oh, we're doing 5 seconds.
We are doing 5 seconds.
We're doing a 5-second challenge.
5 seconds.
So the boys will be given a category. They need to name 3 things. And
Oh, I hate these, man.
Mate,
I hate these.
NPC.
all right, who wants to go first?
I don't
Flav,
know.
you can go first.
I'll go first.
Okay. Name 3 clubs that Benji Marshall played for.
Tigers, Rabbitohs, Dragons. Oh, I'm just ready. I'm ready.
He's on.
I'm on.
He's on today. All right.
Don't give me
Do
Benji
you wanna
questions.
ask me the
I'll tell you.
No, no.
I'll tell you who he played for when he was bloody 6 years old, bro.
Archer, I'm going around and I'm going down the list. So no complaints if you guys get a harder question because they are all like randomly difficult or easy. Name 3 clubs that have been coached by Bennett.
Rabbitohs, Dragons, Broncos.
Am I going to get one related to the Raiders now?
Did we just say the same 3 teams?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Rabbitohs, Dragons, Broncos.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
No, I said Tigers.
He's a
Oh,
Tigers.
I didn't say Broncos. I said
Joey.
Tigers, Rabbitohs, Dragons.
Name
Benji.
3 international Pacifica teams.
Tonga, Samoa, Fiji. That was
Oh, that was a very easy.
yeah.
We're
Okay, you
starting
guys.
easy.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah,
you
I know,
guys
I'm just saying.
you guys got
Yeah.
related to your clubs as well. So
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah. Oh,
Five.
here we go.
Name 3 teams with blue in their jersey.
New South Wales.
No, not his NRL.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well then I've already lost my time. I said New South Wales. I just
You
wasted
can't-
my
obviously,
time.
New South Wales isn't going to
You said name 3 teams. You didn't
He did
specify.
say that,
to
mate.
be
Warrington
fair.
Wolves.
You didn't specify.
Sydney FC.
Well, no, because New South
Manchester
Wales
City.
is a rugby league football team. You said name 3 teams. I
So
thought
yeah,
New South
can you
Wales.
say Warrington Wolves then? It's a rugby league team.
Well, I guess I can say you never specified. You never specified.
All right. So
In
what
my
are we saying,
defense.
boys?
Void.
Oh, that was a good question.
Void.
Can you name? Wait, go. Name 3 teams with blue in
What?
their jersey.
Nah, void it.
No. Do it. Do it. Name 3 teams with blue in their jersey.
Oh god, he's had 2 minutes.
Bulldogs. Bloody. Ah, God, fair enough.
Exactly. It was a good question.
Yeah, it
If
was
you
a
don't
good
think
question.
about it. Roosters,
Eagles,
Knights,
Titans.
Sharks, Titans.
Oh, I was thinking
you-
light blue.
Yeah, you just don't think.
You could say navy blue Rabbitohs. Maybe.
Nah, it doesn't
For
count.
the Anzac
No,
jersey.
no, that
I
does
wouldn't
not
allow
count.
the rabbit.
No.
Also, that was black,
traditional
wasn't it?
colours.
Oh my god, what did your? It just keeps turning off.
Fair enough.
Um,
Alright, let's go.
so that's one strike for Flav.
Yeah.
I was like, we're not gonna avoid it because I bet even after all this time thinking, you
Oh,
won't
that was
get
a,
it.
that was a good question though.
All right, Archer. Name 3 current Indigenous. Sorry, wait. When I say current, they have to just be still playing in the NRL and
Yeah.
have played Origin. Name 3 current Indigenous Origin players.
Trell, Cody Walker, and Adakar.
Easy.
I thought you said still playing Origin.
No, I said just
Oh, okay,
currently playing.
currently
in the
playing
NRL.
and
But
have
they-
played
they're
Origin.
still
Okay.
both.
Yeah, because otherwise I was like, you know, they're Origin players.
Well, Walker will still be playing Origin games.
All right, Joey. Name 3 all-time
Oh, I'm already out.
Queensland hookers.
Grant, Hunt, Smith.
Well done.
Too cold, was it?
Oh, this is such a good question, but it is another hard one. Sorry. Name 3 current players who wear headgear.
Reed Marnie, Matt Burton. Oh God, my God.
He had-
oh my God.
Oh,
Oh, I was close.
I was so excited when I thought of that question. Sorry. It's
Oh my God.
You've gone
Fair
through
enough.
my
I'm getting all the hard
hard
ones,
ones.
man.
Yeah, you actually
Oh,
are.
TikTok's gonna munch me. Comments.
It's the only way we can get him
We're
into
gonna
TikTok.
go hard watch. Yeah, hard watch. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah.
Zero more knowledge.
Okay, Archer, it's so easy.
Oh, for God's sake.
Name 3 teams not named after an animal.
Storm, Titans, Raiders. A human's not an animal. Come on.
No.
Let's get
Yeah,
TikTok.
okay, relax.
Just
yeah,
saying.
You're right.
Titans aren't humans either.
I'm going to run out of questions.
Yeah.
Name 3 suburban grounds.
Leichhardt, PointsBet, Shark Park.
What is PointsBet?
Fuck, that might be Shark Park. I think it's
PointsBet, is it PointsBet?
PointsBet's the manly one, yeah, because that's sponsored by PointsBet.
Isn't that... No, that's 4 Pines Park.
That's
Yeah,
Four
yeah.
Pines Park.
Yeah,
I
PointsBet
remember.
is the Panthers one.
I
Then? Is
said
the
it.
Panthers
Four
one?
I
Pines
think it might
Park.
be.
I think it's the Panthers one then, because it's definitely
Oh,
around.
no, that's Bluebet.
That is Bluebet.
That is Bluebet.
So what is PointsBet? I think PointsBet's an old
That's
thing.
probably
No, it's definitely one. But if it's not like suburban... Shark Park! He doubled up!
Double up. Let's
PointsBet
go.
is
Yeah.
Shark Park.
Let's go.
Joe gets a strike.
sold to the highest bidder.
Joe gets a strike.
Okay.
Alright.
Love's turn.
Is that Joe's first ever strike?
No, I got one last one.
Oh, okay. Is it Mike? Oh, I'm on my last line.
Alright.
No, you got.
No,
No,
headgear.
I got missed.
Yeah,
colours.
I thought I did well with the
Okay,
headgear.
you got this one. You got this one.
Let him cook.
Name 3 all-time Roosters captains.
Tedesco, Fitzgibbon, and oh my God, I'm so bad.
You were so close.
Oh my God,
I was
it was
thinking
literally
Minatello,
Oh
Boyd
God,
Cordner.
that was
Friend
that's
captained
not
them at one point.
That was in between. That was like medium difficulty.
Yeah, but we have just
I
back
I
to
thought
back.
Craig Fitzgibbon just because he was like one of the great.
That's a very.
You were dead already.
That was out there.
It's
I'm
unfortunate.
surprised you knew that.
Sorry.
Is
So
it
I've got
Archie captain?
peculiar ball knowledge. I picked.
No,
Frank
you just
Fitzgibbon.
struggle with the 5 seconds.
Yeah.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
Archer.
Yep.
Name 3 Dahlia medalists from fullback.
Tedesco, Slater, Inglis. I don't know. Yeah.
English never won a
Oh,
Dahlia. So
Did he?
no, he never won one. Could have
Oh,
done
player of the
Turbo.
year? Oh, okay,
You
yeah,
have
shit.
to have been the Dalium
Yeah,
winner,
yeah.
but you were a fullback. So
Yeah.
not just
Do I
fullback of
get?
the
Do
year.
I get?
You got 2.
Slater and Tedesco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slater won one and
You
Tedesco
could have even
won
said
one.
Hines because Hines has played fullback.
Yeah, but he didn't win
He
at
didn't win
fullback,
the
he won
Dalium
at
at fullback.
halfback.
He won at halfback.
Oh, okay.
So
fair.
yeah, I was thinking Turbo was in there.
Like my mum went to early 2000s and then I just switched off.
All right. So it's 1 strike each.
Jared Hayne as well.
Jared Hayne.
Ben Barber.
Ben
Preface it by
Barber.
saying all time, by the way, as well.
Yeah. Name 3 players starting with T. First name.
Tino, Tyson, Tom.
Tom who?
Tom Burgess.
You just said Tom.
I don't think
Wait, he said
I'm
his first
sorry.
name. First name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
3 birth names. Joseph.
That was an awful
Jake,
question.
Elliot.
Why was that awful?
What?
Because I didn't want you to have their last name with T. Their first name had to start
A
with
last
T.
name would be better.
And what three did he say?
Tino, Tom,
Tom.
and what was the other one? Tyson.
Tyson.
That's
Trivell.
ridiculous. You don't even have to know NRL, and you can say 3 boys.
I'm
name with T.
promising you right now, I only got the Burgess after the 5 seconds, but I said
Oh,
Tom.
you just said Tom.
Yeah,
Actually, he didn't say Turbo.
that's not his name.
Tom
Tom. Oh,
Trbojevic.
shit. Yeah, true.
Tom Trbojevic,
Yeah.
Tom Burgess.
No, I meant that you had to say their last name as well. I just meant players with their first name starting with T.
Oh,
It's
You know,
my fault for
let it slide. Let it
I'll
slide.
let it
we can let it
Complete
slide. I play by the rules.
Waffle.
All right, Arch. Name 3 players with their last name starting with D. See, it's hard. It's
Yeah,
harder than
yeah, I
first
couldn't-
names, dickhead.
couldn't think of
That's a
anyone.
I
strike.
couldn't think of any.
Couldn't think of anyone.
Then why did he get the first name?
No, I'm not actually doing that.
Alright,
No,
what?
It wasn't on the list.
Yeah, D's a hard letter though, because like
Alright.
actually think.
Alright.
Didn't.
I'm killing Archie here right now. Well, you're only on 1 strike. But name 3 retired Broncos players.
Gordon Tallis, Darren Lockyer, and
Steven Asiva.
Yeah, there's so many.
So many.
Benji Marshall.
Benji Marshall.
I was thinking about legends. That's
Yeah,
why.
fair enough.
I was
That's
thinking
why
from-
I did the question.
I was thinking about like that late 90s,
Yeah.
early 2000s.
But then
I
you
was
say
gonna get it because
Langer, Lockyer,
Yeah.
like so many.
Just start naming names. That's what you do, mate.
Queensland coaches, they all played for the Broncos.
Yeah. Walter.
Are we still going?
All right,
I got
2
one more.
strikes for Arch, 1 strike for Joe. One of these is so dumb. Name 3 premiership winning captains.
Smith.
Current.
Oh, that's.
give him another. Give him another question.
Give me another question.
Yeah.
Name 3 current premiership winning captains.
Fuck me. Cleary.
Folded.
Yeah.
Just
Fuck.
do the last 2. Cleary, Tedesco.
Yeah, do the last 3.
Cleary,
Sam Burgess.
Cleary, Tedesco, Munster.
Munster's my captain.
Oh, Cameron's
Sam Burgess.
Bromwich.
Is
Son.
it
current. Oh my god, is there 3?
Is Hines
Yeah.
a captain?
We didn't win a premiership.
No, because Cleary's on the
premiership,
last
you
2, and the year before that was Melbourne, whose captain was Cameron Smith.
Yeah.
The year before that was Roosters under Cordner, who's done.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's even 3.
There wouldn't be. Oh,
Roosters,
DCE.
DCE.
But
He wasn't
he's
captain.
Yeah.
There's not even 3 current
That is
captains
crazy.
who won a premiership.
That's crazy.
Who is Cowboys captain? Thurston. Oh my god.
3
So I do have to null and void that
Do
question.
they have to have captained the?
Yeah, they captain, premiership winning captain.
Does he get another question?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
I'm literally out of questions.
Okay, well, I win then.
No, Joe, I've got one more.
No, because I went first.
I've got this one. Name
Yeah.
3 players all time who have committed a crime.
Hayne, Barber, Kent.
Oh wow, I got that one really.
Kent.
Oh,
Yeah, he has one game.
He played one NRL
game.
game. That
Oh
is
my
huge.
God.
No, has he been sentenced?
He
just
is-
got accused.
If he's arrested, that's a crime.
No, that's not a
No,
crime.
don't name names.
Oh no, he's just been charged.
He's just been
He hasn't
charged.
been-
He hasn't.
sentenced.
No,
Oh.
committed. I'm saying like.
Yeah, because he might be innocent.
I thought you'd just
I mean,
go
look
for all,
at
like
Jack
the drink
Develop.
driving charges. You could just go for like,
Oh, Jack
GI,
White.
yeah,
GI Burgess.
Yeah, nah.
so
that's a
many
strike.
assaults.
That's a
But
strike.
that's a strike.
Because he might be innocent. That's why.
I can't
He's
believe.
looking for Kent. He's not innocent.
I can't believe you went for Kent as well.
Kent, no, that would have been a crazy.
crazy.
That would have
Alright.
been crazy because he did play one game.
2 strikes each. Let's have a think. Bro, you guys have done really well.
Make
You've
them
gone through
go-
18
Make
questions.
them both equal.
Oh, that's just up for interpretation.
Oh wait, so Archie went before Joe. So if Archie gets this wrong, then
How about
Joe
Flavio
forward.
creates a question for Archie, you create a question for me?
No.
Okay.
I got this. Name 3 players who. Wait.
This is quality content.
Name 3 players who have played for more than 3 clubs.
Coruscant, Greg Bird, I don't know.
Greg Bird. Greg Bird. Where did that come
But
from?
more than 3 clubs is hard.
I don't think Greg Bird has.
And I didn't even specify current. So you
Yeah.
just
Oh,
could've
really? Well,
You
I
could've-
did say Greg Bird.
Wait, did he say Brimson? Did he say
Brimson.
Brimson?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Brimson-
know. I
Oh,
thought
Only played
so,
for the-
but you're right. Joe still has to do this.
If I get this right, I win.
Greg
Yes.
Bird. Where did
No,
that
because
come
I'm
from?
trying to think off the top of my head. More than 3 because 3 clubs. You said more than 3.
More than 3. It had to
yeah,
be 4.
So 4 clubs is kind of hard. Like I
Benji
couldn't
Marshall.
Really, Benji.
Maloney,
Yeah, but I was
Townsend,
thinking current.
Austin.
But then again, I did say Greg
Pierce.
Bird.
It's so
There's
easy,
A million.
yeah.
There's a million.
Yeah.
It's
Farrell,
easy when you're
there's
not
a
under the
million.
pump.
Yeah.
Quote from Flower
Yeah.
the first time.
Greg
Morris
Bird.
brothers. They were
Oh no,
Dragons, Bulldogs, Sharks, Roosters.
I'm not sure if all them play.
Anyway,
Anyway,
one
doesn't
of
matter.
them
Next
did.
one.
Josh or
Create your question. Stop stalling. Mate.
Shout out to
Alright.
my boy Greg Bird though.
Yeah,
Did he actually?
Probably
Can we
not
actually
my
real
boy.
quick? Did he actually play for more than 3 clubs?
I reckon he did.
He oh
No, I don't think he did. I think he
he-
just played for Titans and someone else.
Sharks.
I think he. Did he have a stint at Man?
Okay, he's waffle.
No,
Okay.
no. I
He
think
probably did though. He
he,
just probably did.
I reckon he has.
Alright, let's.
Alright. Name 3. Okay, let me actually think. Sorry, podcast.
You better make it easier, because otherwise you have to keep thinking of questions.
That one was-
You can clip parts of this as well.
Yeah.
Name 3.
Colours.
Name 3 colours.
Name 3 birth names for a child.
Yeah. I just thought of,
Starting with
I thought of the
T.
dumbest one. Name 3 people with names that sound like girls' names, like Lindsay Collins.
Aaron Clark.
It's just impossible. Okay. Name 3
Oh god.
players from. Come on. Okay. Name 3 rep players from non-Big 3.
From non-big 3.
Bro,
England, New
I
Zealand,
have a
Australia.
good question.
I didn't even know you were talking.
I have a
about
good question. Name 3 players from the UK.
Bateman, Whitehead, Hodgson.
I forgot he's a
Joe
Canberra.
Yeah,
fan.
Canberra
how did you
fan.
do that? And we had that last time as well.
Oh, we did.
Fair
Oh,
enough. Well,
Alright.
Joe wins. There you go.
Joe wins.
pen off
I
Messi
honestly
right
didn't
there.
expect the boys to do that well. I prepared 18 questions and you guys got through them.
I did better than I expected. How many did I get right?
One.
Same as last time. Oh, God. Let's move on to round 16's tips. Cowboys versus Penrith on the Friday night. Gonna go with Penrith. Big surprise there. What about you boys?
Yeah, Panthers.
Are they origin depleted?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
but
but
it's
Cowboys have a fair bit as well. Yeah, I'll
Cowboys
probably
will.
get Penrith.
yeah.
Probably up the riff, you know.
Joe, you
I-
gonna
I-
top
I-
play?
I was tempted. But
Cowboys
I'm
at
gonna go-
home?
I'm going to go Panthers. I'll play it safe.
Okay. Roosters versus Knights. I'm gonna go with the Knights. Whether that's a pod play or not.
I'm going the Knights as well.
I'm gonna go that. It's not even a pod play. Knights over Roosters. Roosters without Teddy. Knights without
No one.
No one. Frizzell maybe.
Frizzell,
Yeah.
maybe Saifidi. I don't know if something happened. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with the Roosters.
And
I can't. I feel like Manu and Sawali will have a big game.
I'm going to go for the Knights.
Oh,
I don't
So
want-
Archer, the sole Roosters picker. Then we've got Eels versus Manly.
Oh, this-
Eels with no Moses.
potentially.
Manly with no Turbo.
More important, with weeks at
and no
fullback.
DCE.
Manly with no turbo is basically.
I'm
like-
going to go Parramatta Eels.
Yeah, but Eels
Yeah.
looked terrible last bye round. So I'm going to go with Eels.
See,
I'm gonna go with Eels as
I'm
well.
see, no, but there's.
Pod.
I want to go
pod.
Eels if Moses plays. If Moses doesn't play,
No, you have to make a decision.
I
We
wouldn't
don't have the
but
luxury
we
of
don't
doing late
know.
now. Yeah. So you have to make a decision right here, right now, and stick with it. You can't say if.
Play. Pod.
You know what? I'm gonna listen to the crowd and I'm gonna go for a pod play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Manly, even though I think Eels will win, but I'm gonna go for a pod play. I'm gonna tip Manly
Alright.
to try and get one over you boys. Tigers versus Storm. Gonna go with Storm here. I think they're gonna make a mockery of the Tigers, even without Munster and Grant.
Dream Buller, like.
Fuck me,
Patrick.
Storm.
Yeah, but so Tigers have no
Oh.
Brooks and Coruscant, so Storm can have all the players. They can
Brooks is obviously Origin, not. He's not injured. He's just going for Origin. That's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
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 But I'm saying Tigers have no.
I'm
Tigers
going
are
to
their
tip
own
Melbourne.
absentees.
I can't keep bleeding points tipping the Tigers.
Yeah, I'm taking Storm.
Yeah, all Storm.
All Storm.
All
Sharks versus
Storm.
Bulldogs to wrap up the round. I'm gonna pick.
Potentially full strength Shark side.
I'm gonna pick the Sharks.
Yeah.
Sharks as well.
I think they're gonna bounce back from this one.
That was an interesting round of tips.
Far, they've lost 3 on the trot.
yeah.
The Sharks.
I'll pick Sharks, I guess.
Sharks have lost 3 on the trot. They got pumped by 4.
Bulldogs are just a bit
They
crap.
lost to
eh?
Broncos and
I mean, could the Bulldogs make it?
oh no, they've been nice.
Probably not.
Make what? Make the 8.
Oh no, like make a play and.
Oh
maybe.
right.
No.
Probably
yeah.
not. No, considering throwing the trot, they probably wouldn't.
Alright. We'll wrap up the tips and move on to hot takes.
Hot take.
One singular
One
take.
hot take. Archers
No,
hot take. Is that what
We're not doing
we're not doing that one. It's
Oh, we're
a
not doing
terrible
that one.
take.
Oh right.
No,
Yeah.
not just it's a terrible
It's
take. None of us know.
irrefutable.
None of us
It's
know anything.
Yeah.
Name 3 Blues coaches.
Laurie Daly
Ricky Stewart.
and
Tim Sheens,
Did Tim
Tommy
Sheens
Radonicus.
coach the
Freddy
Browns?
Fittler.
Freddie Fittler. Okay, so what do you think about all 5 of those coaches?
Oh, I know who's the worst.
All right.
And it's not the one who lost 8 in a row.
Our hot take, or our talking point, is which club should sign Luke Brooks if he leaves the Tigers? So, who wants to go first?
Me.
Joe, you can go first. Yeah,
I want to say Raiders, but I don't think we will be.
I feel like before we have this discussion, can we give him a price range?
Okay.
Can we just, for hypothetical, can we say
500.
500 to 650?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say 650 because he's worth more than 500. Say what you want about
Alright,
him.
650.
Flag him
650.
out, yeah.
I think
Potentially 700.
Because to some clubs he's not worth 700. To other
I
clubs
think-
he is.
I think he's worth 7. I think he's just.
Let's
standing
say
for-
he's demanding 650k. Go
yeah.
from there.
Okay, he's
Okay.
demanding 650. Yeah.
Well,
get ready
2.
to learn Chinese.
it's Raiders and then Bulldogs the other one as well that I would want him to end up at because they do need a halfback, a genuine halfback play alongside Burton. But Raiders, realistically, if he comes to Raiders and we get him for that reasonable price tag, that 550, 650k mark, he's going to be playing behind the best forward pack he's ever played behind.
Yeah.
So he could actually do well. And obviously he needs a change of scenery. So
So this is, and he's replacing Whiten. So
Whiten is a 6, so he gets all the pressure off, and Jamal Fogarty deals with all that. Jamal Fogarty deals with all that. Luke Brooks comes in at 6. He doesn't just take the spot, but he's got a first shot at the jersey.
Maybe you should do a Will Chambers and just go play rugby.
that's
in
my
Japan.
that's my number one choice because I don't want to root
Yeah.
against him.
I-
I'd love for him to go to England, like Flavio said.
I feel like
Just win the Super
He's-
League.
he's
there's,
had a
there's
good
part
run.
of
He
me.
should go
I know what you
overseas.
mean.
He
wouldn't
has
want-
to go to the NRL. There we go.
I wouldn't want to root against him as well, but he's pissed me off.
I don't want him
as
here.
well.
I don't want him at the Tigers. anymore.
I would root against him if he was on the other team. I would treat him like Aaron Woods, or Mitch Moses.
I'm gonna do because I think Raiders probably is one of the most compelling
Well,
but
the one that's saying is Cowboys.
I was
and that
gonna
makes
say
no
Cowboys.
sense to me.
because Townsend.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would happily, if I was the
They're
Cowboys,
shopping
I
him
would play
around.
Brooks over Townsend.
They are shopping him around.
Would you though?
Yeah.
Townsend has done it for longer and has probably done it better.
How
for
old is
longer.
he?
30, I think.
Only?
Like 2 years above
Bro,
Brooks.
Townsend. I feel like that guy's been around.
I'll search it up real quick.
well,
I also like the Bulldogs,
I-
but they've
I-
already
That's
got.
a lot of scrutiny to be honest. If you're playing for the Bulldogs, that's a lot of scrutiny to be under.
I think maybe Dolphins wouldn't be a bad fit. I think
Yeah.
they could use him.
Dolphins, because their current halves are Sione Katoa and who? They've got Milford.
the Cora.
O'Sullivan, but they're both
Nakora.
They're both young, and I guess
Nakora.
Huh?
In the Dolphins.
the Dolphins. No, it's Nicarima.
Nicarima.
And it's Sean O'Sullivan. They're starting one is Sean O'Sullivan and Katoa when they're healthy.
yeah.
Oh.
And then they've got Milford, but he's just kind of.
Oh, he's 32. Never mind.
But yeah, Dolphins. I think they're just trusting. That's a good.
The other one is
suggestion.
Dragons. Ben
If
Hunt.
Ben-
on
but
the
that's
move.
requiring
Right,
Ben
Ben
Hunt to leave. And also,
Yeah.
do you want to go for probably the only club that's been scrutinised more this season than the Tigers in the Dragons? Like if you're
No,
doing it to
I
get away
do
from the
really like
limelight,
Raiders.
Oh, if Brooks was to go, that's a good point. If Brooks was to go to
like he's going to the
Dragons,
exact same situation.
He
the
would
Tigers
would
did.
leave, mate. He'd leave.
Except worse because they
He'd
don't have a plan.
leave bloody Afghanistan to go to Pakistan, going from Tigers to the Dragons. But
Is
yeah,
that
I think
racist?
I
also,
don't know, probably.
I think well, no, they're war zones. There are war zones. That
The
is,
General Admission podcast gets political.
but like they're just that's not really political. That's a factual statement that they are two countries that experience war.
Okay.
Anyway, let's move back onto the footy. I think another place for him to go could be even the Warriors, who You got Sean Johnson who's aging, but who's their number 6? The Warriors.
Well, they've got like 4.
You got to also remember Brooks is 29.
Yeah, he's not
But
old.
he's got
not
good
young.
years. He's not very injury prone. He's currently got a long term.
He'll have 4 years.
You know,
He's going, yeah.
I think unless he does this certain move, which I'm about to say,
You can say bunnies.
I would say he should go overseas, or he should sign a 2-year contract with the Bunnies.
Okay, that's the thing.
For a premiership window, if he could get an offer from the Bunnies, because I wouldn't mind him
Over Ilias.
Ilias. Brooks will make better plays than Ilias.
This is the, okay.
Ilias is useless.
This is the thing I'll say.
Okay, he's good defensively, and he's young. Oh, we gotta wait for him to develop. But how long are we gonna wait for him to develop?
Yeah, you sound like this is Luke Brooks 5 years ago.
I would say it right now. He will not go to a contender because I doubt any contender in the league will look at Luke Brooks and say that is a premiership that is going to win us a comp.
Oh,
Except for the Rabbitohs, because the Rabbitohs could put Wyden at centre and have Walker and Brooks. I just think
he already is
the Rabbitohs is
Walker would leave. He's
just
gone
having
from
enough.
Ilias, Ilias, and then Brooks.
Brooks is better than Ilias.
Brooks is an upgrade.
He's
Ilias.
probably better than Ilias right now.
Yeah.
But you're talking like a
29
finite difference.
versus 21.
And you're also the other thing you have to take into account as well. I'm guessing Brooks will be on 2-3 times what Ilias is as well.
Yeah. Ilias is like mid-contract.
I'll tell you what. If I'm looking at the Bunnies and I say, well, if you said, would you think that if Brooks was a halfback, would we win the comp?
You also don't have
Like,
infinite money. You don't have infinite money.
If we had Brooks this year, would we win the comp?
I think you look better. I don't think you look.
And I think
Like,
Slightly better.
I think with some of that, with the age and some of the signings we're about to make, and the halves problem is
Who
going
are
to
you signing?
Wyden and
You've
Walker.
already signed.
Hmm?
You've already signed him.
Yeah, but he's
Is it-
getting older. That's what
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you want to enhance your premiership window for like 2 or 3 years, where you can just go all out and see if you can get one, and then you have to rebuild for a while. I think that's our best chance instead of just like.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Being
Though, he's
decent.
not going to the Bunnies.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying that's
Because
the best
also
look.
if he plays, if it's like Brooks and Cody Walker, Ilias is gonna be like, bro, what the fuck?
Do
I
you
want
really want to root for Brooks? Do you want that in your
No,
life?
I
It's
don't.
not worth it.
That's what I'm saying. Bulldogs, but then
I
Like
was-
he's not very good. That's the thing. He has good games, but he's consistently.
But that's what I'm saying about the Raiders. Raiders.
He's been
realistic-
good this year though. I think this is one of his best years.
That's what I'm saying about-
which is embarrassing because we're coming like third last.
Also,
or
this is
like
the
second
best
last.
forward pack he's played behind at the Tigers
Exactly.
probably. And realistically, Raiders probably have a top 4, top 5 forward pack in the competition
Bro, we have a top 3.
on paper.
Coruscant, Clemmer,
On paper.
Papali,
Clemmer's been good this year.
Bateman,
Yeah. Stefano is in the
Stefano,
Blues camp. And you just got Pole.
Pole.
Twal, I guess, is rated as a player.
Yeah. VB hard
Yeah.
working meter.
It's not a Raiders forward pack though.
But yeah, I just
Yeah, no, you have a very
just one last thing
And not much
before
else.
before we wrap up. One last thing with the Brooks thing. Contrary to how I've felt as a Tigers fan the past like 5 years, I think now I've always said every year, get rid of Brooks, get rid of Brooks. Now as a Tigers fan and just from a Tigers perspective, I think we need to keep Brooks because with Dewey's injury, who Dewey won't come back till mid to late next year.
No. He'll be back this time next year, no?
No,
Yeah.
no.
No.
Oh, this time next year, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's his third time tearing his ACL on the same knee, so it's an 18-month. Because it's a 6-month after it's a graft, so he can't rush into surgery because they need to put a graft in. So I don't know if even know if he's had surgery yet. I actually do.
He went to
Some
Melbourne
research,
for some surgery, but he
Oh,
said it was like
yeah.
1 of 3.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
because
but I think you're right. Like realistically, is there much point getting rid of Brooks if there's no one better to
Because
replace him?
Brandon Wakeham, I like as having him there, but Brandon Wakeham isn't like
He's
he's
not
he's
better
the
than
future number 6.
No.
I don't want to see Brandon Wakeham for like next year is the last year when like I only want Brandon Wakeham isn't a starting player. He's we've got someone injured, so let's put
Yeah.
Wakeham there
Well,
because I like him. I like him as for what he can do, but with Dewey out, the Tigers they need to keep Brooks because there is no one else.
I'm holding out hope that there's some junior. Look, this is what I said the other day. Buller. No one was talking about Buller, and now he's a favourite for
very good.
Rookie of the Year, and he started halfway through. It'll be the
Fair enough.
second quarter. There's got to be the Tigers are renowned for really, really good juniors. maybe there's someone else. Because right now the market's looking pretty dry for halfbacks.
Mm.
The fact that we're here talking about 4 clubs interested in Luke Brooks, in years
If
gone
we were to
by,
lose-
he's the hottest property. That's
if
crazy.
Brooks was to drop a bombshell and say, look, yep, I'm rejecting this and I'm sorry, but I'm done with the Tigers. I've had enough. I think we need to just make a mega play for
But
Ben
who?
Hunt.
You-
Just make a mega play
you
for Ben
got-
Hunt.
you
Okay, you've got a 5-year plan in place. Actually, I said this today. I do think Ben Hunt is an all or nothing. I don't think it wins you that premiership. So it's saying to the fans, we haven't played finals in 10 years, so we're going to sign this player, and we might get a finals berth, and hopefully you'll contend with that. Because realistically,
and it's just
he's
short
around for-
term. It's just him just to
You're right.
hold. It's like sticky tape. Let's put sticky tape. It'll hold for 2 years, and then after when that sticky tape comes off,
Hopefully there's a new half.
hopefully we've got a new halfback to come and fill that.
Hopefully
spot.
Nico Hines is off
You-
contract.
Yeah, hopefully Nico Hines reveals that he's
signed.
hopefully Hines reveals he's long.
Oh yeah, Hines
long
signed for like
lost-
5 years.
I
Cleary might have a falling out with Panthers.
yeah, with-
and
dad.
you know and goes. You know what?
I'm doing what I was supposed to do 5 years ago.
secretly
Remember
I've
that?
always wanted to go to the Tigers. That's
It was a 50-50 of whether Ivan went there or Nathan came
yeah.
here.
And they flipped a coin.
yeah.
Was it 50-50 though?
Yeah, it was. At least in the media.
Yeah, but like
I don't even know what was
Panthers,
going on
Tigers,
behind
like-
the scenes.
It was rumoured that Cleary had signed. Like I saw they edited the jersey on him.
I'm gonna say this. I think Tigers need to get rid of Brooks ASAP.
and replace
okay,
who? That's what we're saying.
I would just say this. It doesn't matter who is in it. When I think of Luke
You
Brooks,
just said you want to sign him.
No. I'm going back on my statement now because
that took 5 minutes. That's a record.
I had a little think, right? In terms of Tigers as a person, he's in the NRL. He's a fucking loser. Like he's an absolute loser.
This is my favorite part of the podcast, like the 55-minute mark where Archer just this is the real Archer. He's had enough. He's sat there for like 50 minutes.
No,
He's like, all right, I'm
he's
gonna tell you how I really feel.
He's an absolute loser, and I feel like if you want to make the finals, win games, or have any sort of success, you have to get the main.
This is what I
The
said
main
15 minutes ago.
Trash Tigers say, get him out.
But the point is, there's no one else. There's
It
no one
doesn't
else.
matter. Get
It
old mate
does
off the
matter.
street. At least you have a better mentality. He's a loser. He's a symbol in your team that's been over the years of losing. That's a symbol of losing.
Sorry, answer the
That
question
player.
real quick. Is he better than Ilias right now?
Yeah, but Ilias at least. Ilias is crap, but at least he wins some games. You know what I mean? But
One's playing for the Rabbitohs, one's playing for the
Let's
Tigers.
wrap this
Yeah,
up.
let's wrap up the podcast. It's been a good podcast, I guess, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.